Welcome our viewers. We are delighted to have you here, and we hope to be entertaining to you guys. My name is James Ambayo. I'm an architect. I'm a practicing professional architect, and I'm here with two gentlemen who can introduce themselves.
Okay, my name is Pedro George William. I'm an architect as well. I have a passion in interior architecture mostly. Yeah, so I hope you guys have fun and learn a lot from you.
My name is Ghery. I'm a visual artist, and my passion is, of course, graphics, design, interior design, and every sort of design. Yeah,
so as I said, we are going to be discussing construction and its colleagues. In the sense of colleagues, I mean design, the actual doing, the genesis of construction, possibly some biblical construction, Quran construction, the future of construction, and basically interesting topics in construction. Yeah, and I think I don't know, what do you think about construction?
Well, what I think about construction is it's very key to society, because you kind of realize shelter is something like all humans need, all animals need. So it's something that is so key. And of course, at times, because it's so key, there are a lot of people who are involved, and there are also very few people who are skilled to do it. So it has a lot of problems along the way. Some people understand what they're doing, but for our country mostly, you find that it's very lacking. You get
sure. Ghery, enlighten us as a visual artist and as our only layman on the podcast.
When you talk about construction, me, I would want to think about it as business, like real estate. I've interacted with a few real estate developers, and then some are gaining a lot, some are not really earning out of it. So okay, to me, I will say now that's where the question mark will come in, and I would like you guys, as you architects, and I believe you have knowledge about the industry, real estate industry. So is it because of the designs? Is it because of the interior? What causes some to earn from it? And what causes some to actually fail?
Okay. I think that's an interesting one.
For me, what I think about like real estate, I kind of realize this country, our properties are very expensive compared to what other people buy. Like a property in Dubai, if you can compare such a property in Dubai and you have the same property in Uganda, you'd find that it's so expensive, and yet the work is like, the quality is not that very good. Mostly that.
Okay. That, I think that's a key point. And also, ideally, this is not to sound mean, but our construction is ugly. There is no effort put into thinking like towards the aesthetic bit of it. People look at maximizing the land, feeling as much people as possible you can fit on the land for people to stay. Of course, land is a scarce resource of late, because we are not out of land. I don't mean scarcity in, like as us as a planet, but in terms of people want to live in urban areas where there is easy access to medication, education, transport, survival. And you know, people take it to the next level, like survival for the fittest. You find that on a 50 by 100, someone fits 6 bedrooms. Okay, Ugandan version, people normally do 3 bedrooms. But those 3 bedrooms are where you have a mom, dad, and about 6 children. So when the grannies come from the village, they are in that property. They are scarred, they made. So you find that people, if in a sense we used to work as you said, like in Dubai, where there is there is varsity in resources and also architects who act professionally. I'm not saying Ugandan architects don't, but our clients, the real estate developers, are not professional. These guys don't appreciate hiring architects or planners to do that, because as an element of architecture, planning and making sure that people live comfortably in a given size of space helps. You know, an architect can help you without even you knowing, because you feel comfortable going home, you feel comfortable sleeping. Things like if you've read the book, there's a Japanese book called I think Ikigai, where they talk about orientation of like the head and orientation of stuff, not keeping stuff under the bed. There are those small things, and those are things I think architects are aware of while doing things. And while designing a house, you orient buildings and spaces in a way that you're helping clients enjoy their spaces in future. So there is the lack of that element, and that's why you find that real estate fails a lot, because people are not comfortable with their homes. Someone spends 300 million and they don't want to live in their house, and they don't know why. So I
personally think one of the other problems is, construction is like a very big field. You're going to need to have architects, you're going to need to have interior designers, you're going to need to have quantity surveyors along the way. And one of the things I've seen that happens in most cases is that these professions literally, they fail to come together. Because if someone wants to construct, in most cases they'll either get just an architect and they want the architect to take on the whole project. And at times the architect fails maybe to have an interior designer along the way. Some people cannot afford the architect. What they can get is like an engineer, and they're going to use that engineer from the design phase. That engineer is going to maybe do the interior design as well. You find that even the nitty-gritties of the whole project, things like electrical, they're not using qualified people. So you find that at the end of the day, the whole project does not come together.
So do you think that's because of client unprofessionalism, or it's our duty as professionals in the industry to advise?
I think it goes both ways. One is clients in many cases don't know about these things. You get? And then you could say the architects should teach them, but then we have like very few architects in the country. And clients are not going to wait for this small number of architects, you get, to come and spearhead their projects. And even the small number of the architects, you can't be able to reach the clients and show them the way. Of course, the industry is trying to pick up.
But there is no scarcity of architects.
I think it's there.
Really?
Yeah.
Maybe talented architects.
I think it's there. I think it's there. Because you find that, of course, when an architect is talented, you'd find that it's going to be scarce. You get? Because a talented architect is not going to come cheap. You get. And there are some other projects talented architects made ignore, overlook. So there's that whole gap in the industry.
Jared, I think we've answered your question. Because you're ideally you're representing the outward, because now for us we overlook some things. So ideally it's going to be a crucial role for you to help us understand the minds of some of our clients.
Of course. Some of our clients will be like, okay, we've talked about it a bit, but still I think I would want to know why I hire an architect, because my parents never hired an architect. It was like, you just put a bedroom here, put a door there, extend the room, and they put our iron sheets. No ceiling, no whatsoever. And there was, okay, let me bring this out. There was that beauty when it rains and the sheets
shake.
That sound
the sheets shake because of wind or
the rain. Okay.
The rain noise.
They don't shake, but the sound of the rain when sitting there, there is that beauty. that
okay,
was perfect. But you guys put the of course modernity has come. Why would I it's like, let me bring in like a question. Why would I go for a flat roof? Okay, let me bring it that. Why would I go for a flat roof? Because most of the modern designs that I've seen, they're having flat roofs, and of which, like, I've heard people say, modern roofs. I mean,
box
the flat
houses,
roofs,
right?
Yeah, box houses, flat roofs. They leak. Like most of them leak. What causes that to bring? Is it you guys, the architects of Uganda, haven't mastered the art?
Come on.
Because most of them leak. So why would I go for a flat roof? Because the box houses all have flat roofs. And what's the advantage of a flat roof and the mwamba? I don't know how the mwamba is.
Mwamba, hip roof.
Exactly. Why would I go for a flat roof, and what's the advantage of having a flat roof compared to
mwamba? William, you want to take that one? Let's attempt to
first take it, then I'll come in later.
Okay. Sure. So you said, let me remember where I started from. First of all, we are talented. I for one, I'm talented. I don't know about the others, but you see, the thing about flat roofs and box houses is there are trends in these things, and there was a certain time, I think not so long ago, about I think 10 years ago, that's 2012. I think between 2012 and let's say the time I was conscious, so I started understanding. I used to see mwamba and hip roofs, and that was the trend. That was what was on. And first of all, how flat roofs came about. First of all, the social media era started, and we were able to see what the Americans had been doing. I think these guys started doing these things 100 years ago. And for us, we just started attempting to do them. That's why you find things like leakages. They are getting better because when you're in your house and then it rains on you, that's where we come in. That's where construction professionals come in. A lot of these chaps attempt to do these houses without knowing the technology, the building technology that is required to achieve perfection on a box house or what you're calling a flat roof. So flat roofs, the advantages of flat roofs is first of all, they are cheaper. They are cheaper, and in the modern day world, people look at trend, not at people don't want things that are ancient. Nowadays, Mwamba, people find Mwamba ancient, but there are people who are Mwamba diehard. And if you look at the current generation, the youth have met. A guy will only go for a hip roof for Mwamba if he's going to sell the property, because the people who have the money to buy those houses are a bit old. I'm not saying they are old-fashioned, but it's what they want. With time to come in the near future, it's already happening, because you find youth, guys about 25, 27, 28, 30-year-olds, and they are raising up structures. Out of 10, probably you find seven of them doing box houses, because number one, cost. Number two, number one is the trend. It's the trend. Then number two is the cost. Number three, one thing about flat roofs I can tell you is besides the iron sheet flat roofs, because they are all flat roofs. If you do let's say a concrete flat roof, the amenities you can raise up there, water tanks, solar. So all those can also go on a hipped roof, but you cannot sit a tank on a hipped roof. That's why people used to have side tank stands. Then people have terraces up there. Then if someone wanted to add the floor, it's easier to add the floor up if you have a flat roof. So like it's very applicable in the modern day world and construction. Yes.
For me, what I think about flat roofs, first of all, personally, I'm not a very big fan of flat roofs, because I think the flat roof idea in many cases what has determined it, I think, has been the culture maybe. And when you look at the Arabs, they have like a lot of flat roofs. It's mostly because of the kind of weather that they have. For us in this region of the world, you find that the type of roofing that we always had is, if you look at huts, the shape the huts come in, and it was because our weather, we always had like 2 raining seasons. So now when you come to Uganda now, is that people are trying to adapt the flat roof, because as you said, it's the in thing, you get, but then we still have a lot of problems.